Hello guys, today we are going to learn about the embryology of the eyeball. Okay, this embryology of the eyeball, which means that which eye structure develop from which germ layer. So human eye originate from neuroectoderm, surface ectoderm, extracellular mesenchyme, and this extracellular mesenchyme which consists of both neural crest and mesoderm. So before going for the primordia of ocular structure, it is important to know about the development of ocular development. So ocular development in the human embryo begins around the third week into the embryonic life, and it is continuous throughout the 20th week of the life. Now the primordia of the ocular structure, in that first we are going to see the neuroectoderm. Remember that the term ectoderm, it is generally refers to an epithelium, and the neuro, it means the retina. So the neuroectoderm, it is a primordia of retinal epithelium. Retina, which is non-pigmented epithelium of the ciliary body, and pigmented iris epithelium. Retina pigmented epithelium, which is pigmented epithelium of ciliary body, and dilated and sphincter muscle of the iris. So both the sensory and pigmentary layer of the retina are developed from the neuroectoderm, and this layer is continuous anteriorly to give rise to the ciliary epithelium and pigmented layer of the iris. Optic neuritis. Neural portion of the optic neuritis are also originate from the neuroectoderm, and vitreous partially, which is also developed from the neuroectoderm. Okay, and these dilated and the sphincter muscles of the iris develop from the neuroectoderm. This point is important, it can be asked for the MCQs. And now I'm going to tell you how to remember this point of neuroectoderm. So as I already told you that neuro, it means the retina, and ectoderm, it means the epithelium. So the retinal epithelium. So anteriorly the retina continues with those structure developed with neuroectoderm. Okay, anteriorly the retina continues with those structure developed with neuroectoderm, such as anteriorly ciliary epithelium and the pigmented layer of the iris, and the posteriorly retina continues with the optic nerve. So in that manner you can easily remember. Second is the surface ectoderm. As the name suggests, that the surface, okay, whatever structure of the eye around the surface, that is on the outer accept or the inner accept, those will develop from the surface ectoderm. So and ectoderm, as I already told you, ectoderm, which means the epithelium, generally which means the epithelium. So this surface ectoderm, it is the primordial of crystalline lens epithelium in that corneal conjunctiva skin, vitreous partially, lacrimal gland and lacrimal drainage system. So how to remember this point? You have to remember only the level surface. Okay, L for the lens, E for the epithelium, in that epithelium of the cornea, conjunctiva, skin, V for the vitreous, which is partially, L for the lacrimal gland and lacrimal drainage system. In this crystalline lens, it is important point, it can be asked for the MCQs, that crystalline lens develop from the surface ectoderm. Now the next we are going to see the neural crust cell. Okay, this neural crust cell are themselves derived from the ectoderm, and it lies close to the neural tube. Okay, and they are responsible for the development of sclera, cornea, descendant membrane, endothelium, and the connecting tissue and body structure of orbit. So how to remember this point? As the term crest, it stands for CR, it stands for the cornea, E, it stands for the endothelium, S stand for the stroma, and T, which stand for the tabular meshwork. And this neural, it stand for the component that covering the nerve, that is melanocyte, optic nerve sheath, ciliary muscles, bone, midline, inferior orbital bone, partial of the orbital roof and the lateral rim, and sclera partially developed from the neural crest cell, and the vitreous primarily developed from the neural crest cell. Okay, now the next point is the fourth one is mesoderm. It is the primordia of muscle, which means the extraocular muscles, endothelium of all eye, orbital blood vessel, sclera, which is temporal portion, seminal canal, and other vitreous. So, how to remember this point? You have to remember only the term meso. Okay, M for muscle, which is extraocular muscle, E for endothelium of all eye, S for sclera, which is temporal portion, O for other vitreous. And one more point I am going to say about the vitreous. Vitreous, the vitreous arises from all the embryonic tissue such as mesoderm, surface ectoderm, neuroectoderm, neural crest cell. Okay, so in mesoderm this point is important. Extraocular muscles develop from the mesoderm, and it can be asked for the MCQs. Now we are going to see the some other point, just like a eyelid. It's from the both primordial of surface ectoderm and the mesoderm. Zonules, territory vitreous, it is same as above, surface ectoderm and then mesoderm. Bruce membrane, neural ectoderm and mesoderm. And I have already told you that vitreous arises from all embryonic tissue. This is also the important point. Vitreous arises from all the embryonic tissue. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.